I never thought about this, but in terms of shelf life testing, so how does that work? Meaning, did you have to like run a line of food, then leave it on the shelf for like 9 months, and then,
No,
how do they figure that out?
what they do is they put it under different strains. So they might put it in one bag in an environment where the temperature reaches an excess of 110 to 120 degrees. They might do the other opposite of putting it through a test where it is at 30 degrees to 32 degrees. They'll put it in a stable environment. And then based off of those different environments, they'll be able to tell you if it's going rancid at a certain temperature, if it's giving off bad odor, if it's giving off bad taste. They'll break down everything for you at different temperatures. Once you're able to do that, you're able to combine all that information together to really figure out what your shelf life is.
And how expensive is this whole process for a product? Because you've got to get it tested and everything.
Usually the pricing is not that expensive, anywhere between 3,500 to 5,000, depending on how many different tests you want to use. There's certain items that you need further testing on. For instance, in the vegan field, if you're doing a vegan cheese right now is basically highly refined coconut oil that's used as a main ingredient. So what happens is you're going to have a lot of oily residue that comes out of it, which is going to require more testing. So it all depends on the type of product it is. So for instance, if I was making a bread for a customer, the bake profile post bake, you're going to have a temperature or a moisture content of less than 1%. At that point, you don't need X amount of testing. You're probably going to be in the $3,500 range versus the $5,000 to $7,500 range. It all depends on what your post bake moisture content is of the product.